So this is an amazing idea. It's an amazing concept that just might save you so much time in the future. Here's the thing, you and me, we've all been in this state where we just mindlessly scroll. It's as if we're distracting ourselves from something that we know we have to do, but we just find ourselves on Instagram, on YouTube, just like searching for things that we don't even know we're searching for. We're kind of just looking to be entertained, trying to find the next source of entertainment without knowing exactly what it is. We just want to be entertained for the sake of being entertained. And there's one simple trick that I'm going to tell you in this video that is just going to save you a lot of time, and you're going to find it so easy to just stop scrolling. Even if you've been scrolling for 5 minutes, this exact trick is just going to snap you out of it, because you know the cause, you know the root cause of scrolling, and that is exactly how you're going to change it. So I was sitting at a cafe with my boys yesterday, and we were talking about this subject. I don't know how it came to this, but it was an interesting discussion. We were talking about like scrolling, and how one guy's like, I'm reducing my scrolling as much as possible. And then we started talking here and there about scrolling and just the overall reason as to why we scroll. I literally took out my phone right after we finished the conversation. I went onto Apple Notes and I just started typing for like 5-10 minutes everything that was on my head about this topic. So I'm not going to read off this like a script. I'm just going to take some ideas and I'm going to explain them. So here's the thing, the reason you mindlessly scroll is not because you want to scroll. It's not because there's anything interesting on Instagram, because let's be honest, we've seen everything on Instagram and we're just bored of them. We don't scroll because we want to scroll, we scroll because we feel a certain way. Let's split it into two segments, being productive and being unproductive. I believe there's an adaptation phase to every beginning, which makes it just difficult, it makes it confusing. Let me explain. I was in Dubai on vacation with my family. I was visiting my family and I had my camera set up. I knew exactly where to record every single video, and as soon as I had that process down, I would not procrastinate. I would go sit, record a video and then edit it, and then I would feel great. This is productivity. Productivity should not be something where it's tiring, it's draining. It should be something that gives you energy in life. So that's exactly what happened. But then as soon as I traveled back to Germany, I had 2 days. This is called the adaptation period. 2 days where I'm in this room, right? I've never recorded a video with a camera in my room, so I have no idea where to put the camera. I have no idea which microphone to use, the lighting, how it's gonna be. There are so many unknowns, there's so many gray areas at the start of every single journey. And it was in this 2 days where I was more inclined to reach for the next distraction. Why? Because quite simply, I wanted to distract myself from the pain of not doing work, from the pain of not knowing what's ahead, of not being productive. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Because if you're productive, if you're feeling good, why would you distract yourself from the beautiful feeling of being productive, of getting your stuff done on time? You wouldn't need to distract yourself from that. In fact, you'd want to feel that as much as possible. But when it comes down to this bad feeling, this terrible, ugly feeling where you don't know what you're gonna do, you don't know exactly what you're gonna do, you're kind of confused. Maybe you have an exam next week and you just don't know where to start. It all seems so intimidating. You have a job interview in 2 weeks and you just don't know how to prepare yourself. Whatever it may be, there's just so many things where you're sitting there, you don't know how to start, you don't know how to prepare yourself. You reach for the nearest distraction. And what's the nearest distraction? It's usually your phone. It's almost always the case that your phone is just in your hand, in your pocket, in your jacket pocket, on the desk, next to your bed. And it's not even a coincidence why we use our phones so much. We always find this thing with us the entire day. You wake up, it's next to your bed. You wake up, it's on the desk. We're studying, it's on the desk. And you just have, it's always within hand's reach. And that's why, of course, you are going to find the nearest gadget that can distract you from this ugly pain of just feeling unproductive, because who wouldn't, you know? So you want to get past this adaptation period as fast as possible. There is going to be a phase at the beginning where you don't know what to do, you have no idea, you have no clue, it just seems so hard, so intimidating, there's so much ahead of you, you just don't know where to start. So this is a normal thing, it just happens whenever you start something new, or you took a break and then you did something that you didn't do in a long time. This right here is the most easiest and accessible source of distraction that we can find, and that's why we go for it. So now let's talk about the flow state. I believe once you find the flow state, you can actually be 100% productive, and it feels so good to just be in that state where you're completely focused, you're in the zone, you just get immersed and lost into whatever it is that you're doing. Hours and hours of deep work, you can just enjoy yourself completely and fully and just immerse yourself in whatever it is you're doing. That is one of the things, in my opinion, that makes life complete. Once you can find your flow state, you will not need to scroll. Why are we trying to stop scrolling when there's still the underlying root and cause of why we're scrolling? When you remove the need to scroll, you're gonna find yourself not scrolling. You're gonna find yourself enjoying life, reading a book, spending time with your friends, talking to people, talking to girls, being social. And that's what it all comes down to. So the number one trick to stop yourself from mindlessly scrolling is by understanding that there is a period at the beginning of every journey where there's a gray area, there's an unknown. You don't exactly know what the process, how it's gonna look. Once you realize that that's completely normal, it's completely fine, it's just the way your brain works, now you need to just channel your productivity. If you can sit down at a desk and realize that the first 15 minutes are probably going to be rough, you're probably not gonna be stuck, feeling confused, not concentrating, not focused. But once you get past those 15 minutes, you can enter the flow state. It usually takes about 15 minutes at a time with 0 distractions to get into the flow state. Once you can get into the zone, once you can lock in like that, you'll find that it's actually easy and quite enjoyable to do the work that you've been wanting to do this entire time. And when you feel that fulfillment, when you feel that accomplishment, this right here is not even gonna be on your list. You're not even gonna want to scroll, because what's more fun than doing productive, deep, fulfilling work? I'm Dan. I make videos like these every single day. If you like the videos that I make, the ideas that I present, then don't forget to subscribe. So check out all the links in the description. I have literally every single thing I use for my equipment, my video gear, all in the description. If you're gonna buy them anyways, then just buy them through my link. I get a commission. So I'll see you later, and you got this, bro.